There's something quietly happening inside you right now. As you watch this, a small part of your brain is already calculating whether it should keep listening or escape to something easier. That tiny calculation happens thousands of times a day, and it's slowly destroying your ability to focus, to stay committed, and to build anything meaningful. But here's the part no one told you. The same neural mechanism that makes you avoid hard work can be flipped so that you crave it, so that discipline feels as natural, as comforting, and as addictive as scrolling. This isn't motivation. This is neuroscience. And once you understand the truth, you'll finally see why willpower has been failing you and what actually works instead. Before we dive in, if you want your brain to actually work for you instead of against you, hit the like button now. Subscribe so you don't miss the science-backed strategies that actually help you focus, build discipline, and feel motivated. And if you know someone stuck in the endless scroll cycle, share this with them. They'll thank you later. Now let's talk about why your brain is sabotaging your focus and how to flip the switch. The real reason you can't start anything. Your brain runs on a brutal but simple economic rule. What gives me the best reward for the least energy? High effort, uncertain reward? Your brain slams the brakes. Low effort, guaranteed pleasure? Green light. This isn't a flaw. This is ancient survival programming from a time when wasting energy meant risking your life. But now, your ancient brain lives in a modern world built to exploit it. Every app, every snack, every notification was engineered by scientists and behavioral psychologists to trigger the exact neural pathways that say, "This feels good. Don't stop." Your brain isn't broken. It's being hijacked. The motivation engine inside your brain. Inside your brain sits a tiny cluster of neurons called the nucleus accumbens, your motivation engine. It runs on dopamine. But dopamine isn't the pleasure chemical. It's the wanting chemical. It spikes when you anticipate a reward, not when you receive it. That's why scrolling feels so irresistible. Your brain keeps whispering, maybe the next swipe will be interesting. But the problem is this: easy dopamine has consequences. When you consume too much effortless pleasure, your brain reduces its dopamine receptors. This is called downregulation, and it's the same tolerance effect humans get with drugs. Suddenly, a book feels boring, a workout feels impossible, even simple tasks feel heavy. You didn't lose discipline, your brain lost sensitivity. You're not lazy, you're overstimulated. Why a dopamine detox works. A dopamine detox isn't about removing dopamine. You need dopamine to live. It's about removing the synthetic, hyper-stimulating sources of it so your brain can recalibrate back to normal. Imagine your dopamine system like a light dimmer stuck at maximum brightness. Everything else looks dull. A detox simply lowers the brightness so you can see real reward again. When you do this, something incredible happens. Your dopamine receptors upregulate. Boring tasks start feeling engaging again. Effort starts to feel rewarding. Your natural motivation returns. You are not becoming a new person. You're returning to baseline human functioning, the way your brain was designed before it got hijacked. The withdrawal phase. No one talks about. Most people fail because they think the discomfort means they're doing something wrong. But the restlessness, boredom, and irritability you feel in the first few days, that's withdrawal. It means your brain is adjusting. It means the recalibration is happening. And most people quit right before the breakthrough. Don't. Push through it, because that discomfort is your brain waking up. How to do it practically: identifying your highest dopamine activities, the things that give you intense pleasure with almost no effort. For most people, social media, short-form content, gaming, junk food, online shopping, pornography. Pick a time frame: 3 days, minimum reset; 7 days, noticeable shift; 14 days, powerful transformation. Then here's the part people skip. You must replace, not just remove. Fill the space with slow, sustainable dopamine. Read a physical book. Walk without headphones. Cook instead of ordering. Journal by hand. Exercise without music. Have real conversations. Do deep work. At first, these activities feel empty. That's normal. Your brain is still tuned for high-intensity rewards. But after a few days, your brain starts producing dopamine for these too. You are retraining your reward system. Pleasure versus satisfaction. Pleasure is cheap. Satisfaction is earned. Pleasure gives you a quick spark. Satisfaction gives you a lasting glow. A life full of pleasure leaves you empty. A life full of satisfaction leaves you fulfilled. And here's the secret. Satisfaction produces more dopamine long-term than pleasure ever could. That deep contentment you feel after finishing a workout, after creating something, after pushing yourself, that's your brain rewarding effort, not escape. This is why highly disciplined people aren't superhuman. Their brains have simply been rewired to find effort more rewarding than distraction. What happens after a real reset? After a proper detox, you'll notice your attention span expands. You think more clearly. You make faster decisions. You stop chasing validation. You have more energy. You feel excited about hard things. This isn't motivation. This is biology. This is what your brain feels like when it's not being pulled in 1,000 directions. The truth. This isn't a one-time fix. Your brain will always drift toward easy rewards. That's normal. That's evolution. But you can design your environment so the easier path becomes the better one. Make distraction difficult. Make discipline effortless. Small changes create massive shifts. Delete apps. Use website blockers. Put your phone in another room. Prep meals. Lay out workout clothes. Surround yourself with disciplined people. Your environment is stronger than your willpower. The real question, what life do you want? Some of you are thinking, this sounds hard, but think about the life you live now. Constant dopamine hits. No focus, no momentum, no fulfillment. Always behind, always anxious. Is that easier? Discipline feels hard only when you're overstimulated. After a reset, discipline feels like relief. Distraction feels like suffocation. The moment everything changes right now, you're standing at a fork in the road. One path is familiar. Scroll, escape, repeat. The other path is uncomfortable at first, but it leads to clarity, confidence, purpose, and control. So here's your challenge. Identify your biggest source of empty dopamine. Just one. Remove it for the next 7 days. Not forever, just long enough to feel your brain shift. Watch what happens. Document it. Notice the restlessness. Notice when it peaks. Notice when it fades. Notice how effort starts to feel different. Because once you feel your own brain rewiring itself, you'll realize something powerful. You were never meant to be controlled by algorithms. You were meant to build, to focus, to grow, to do hard things and actually love doing them. That version of you is still there, waiting. And the path back to them is simple. Let your brain breathe. Step away from the noise. Choose discomfort over escape. Just for a little while. On the other side of temporary discomfort is permanent transformation. Your brain is ready to be rewired. The only question is, are you ready to start? If this message resonated with you, don't let it stop here. Hit the like button to support the channel. Subscribe to join a community of people taking control of their minds, focus, and life. Share this video with someone who's ready to break free from distraction and finally start building the life they want. Every click is a vote for focus over noise, for growth over scrolls, for real transformation. Take that step. Your future self will thank you.